Jewelry brand owners, if you worry about getting more customers for your jewelry brand, I have worked with a couple of mid-sized jewelry firms over the past 3 months, and I've been able to 2x their jewelry sales in a matter of weeks. I've been able to do this by using this one document. It allows me to market more for them, run more advertisers work. So this document allows me to replicate the same advertisement, same post, and basically have 50 completely new original concepts from that one piece. So let me show you how this looks like. So let's say, for example, this is the jewelry item that we want to advertise, right? So this is a beautiful piece that we want to be able to sell more. So we need to come up with an enormous amount of different creative to be able to advertise more. This is exactly what I did to 2x the sales of this jewelry brands, mid-sized jewelry brands. These brands were earning around $30,000 in sales, in monthly sales, and I was able to come in and 2x their sales to around $90,000+ in monthly jewelry sales by just doing this. So I was able to grab sort of creatives that look like this, that were simple piece creatives with a very simple background. And I was just able to make 100 different creatives of this one piece. This is concept number one. This concept is called unboxing. So this is the number one first concept that I always try when going into jewelry brands to be able to 10x their advertising. So the unboxing concept is very powerful because you are able to show all of your prospects what it is like when that item arrives to their home, or they have it in their hands and they just have to open the box and start wearing the item. It's a beautiful way to communicate the value of your item to your prospects. Works very well because there are a bunch of different ways that you can actually advertise this. So number one way is just running the image ad. But way number two is actually running that image ad in a carousel. So you can put that image in a carousel with many different image ads, right? Then you can use it as a thumbnail for a reel ad, right? So you can have a reel and you can use it as the thumbnail for that reel ad. The fourth way you can use it is use this as inspiration to actually make an unboxing reel and run that as an ad. So you can actually take this one image and you can use it for 4 different formats in the ads, right? So if you go to an ad library, all the ads that are currently running for the biggest jewelry brands like Cartier, Tiffany, they are running a bunch of different formats. They are running carousels. They are running images. They are running reel ads, right? Some of them are even running video ads, plain long video ads, right? And this is a spectacular way of being able to grab one thing and being able to just expand it and run 1,000 different ads with 1,000 different formats, right? Another format that I use a lot is just the on top of a cushion. So this, for some reason, whenever I run these sort of ads for jewelry brands, they work really, really well. So normally we put the item on top of a very fancy cushion, a very clean, no, there's nothing on the cushion, it's just the item. And then we put that cushion in a jewelry box, right? So this is another form of unboxing. Is just without the hands, without the person actually going in and grabbing the jewelry item. But this one works really, really well as well. And again, you can use this for a bunch of different formats. You could put this as a thumbnail for a reel ad. You can make a reel ad out of this. So you can like zoom out for your camera and make this ad. It's super simple. You could do it with your phone. You can also just run this as a plain simple ad. You can also run this as a carousel. Again, the beautiful thing about static ads is that you can really expand the use of it. You can use this one thing in many different ways. Another really, really good format is this sort of close up to the item. Now, by the way, this format doesn't work as well as the unboxing formats. Now, obviously, I would suppose that your prospects only really care about how this item looks on them instead of how this item just looks, right? If this item, what are the details of this item? I don't think a lot of prospects in the general populace. Obviously, we're not talking about jewelry sycophants, right? We're talking about just prospects, random prospects. I think they care more about how that jewelry piece looks on them, how it feels to wear it, or how it feels to receive this beautiful piece, instead of how just this beautiful piece looks in detail. So this works well. It just doesn't work as well as the other ones. This format works the best. So this format is a format that shows the prospects, shows your prospects that you are advertising for to get them as customers. It shows them how it would look with them wearing it. Now, by the way, we run these sort of ads. I am able to make these sort of ads with something called the brand guidelines. So the brand guidelines is just another separate Google document that just allows me to have 100 different advertisements that communicate exactly the same thing, right? So that's what I'm able to do with the brand guideline. And we use the brand guidelines for things like this. So for example, in this image ad, if you see, the clothes they are wearing is black. The background is black. The nails of this model is black, right? Everything is black except the jewelry piece, right? So you have these sort of brand guidelines that allows you to run an enormous amount of advertisement for a lot of different jewelry brands, but communicate the exact same thing, right? And the beautiful thing about specifically this one document that has allowed me to consistently 2x, 3x, 4x jewelry sales for different types of jewelry brands in very different industries in several different countries is that I'm able to run an enormous amount of Facebook ads very, very quickly. So I'm able to go in and literally 10x their marketing very quickly within a couple of days and start running them and be able to get a lot of customers for them just using this one document. And by the way, I'm able to edit them on Canva. I'm able to select different sort of headlines on Canva. So for example, so these are 3 different headlines that you can test with all of these ads. And by the way, all of these ads can be turned into reels. So you can turn all of these photos into reels. You can have all of these photos go together in a carousel. You can have all of these photos go in a carousel with a headline as the second image. So that's format number 4. Format number 5 is that you can run each of them as plain image ads with these headlines as just the Facebook headlines instead of a carousel headlines, right? So you're just able to expand. You're able to put these headlines, this same exact headlines on the ads, which is an unbelievable amount of use and recycling of these image ads. And this is basically exactly how I'm able to 10x advertising, 2x jewelry sales, 3x jewelry sales in a matter of weeks. But you're able to do this only by being able to advertise and market more. And the thing about this is that if you want to install this exact same system to be able to just 20x, 10x, 30x your Facebook ads with really high quality creatives, really high quality formats in different formats with the same exact item and just 2x, 3x, 4x your jewelry sales, you can click the link in the description of this video and I will show you click by click exactly how to do this for your jewelry brand.